Hello children, welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to see polynomials exercise 2.5 third main. So now let's see the third question. So before starting with that, those who have not subscribed my channel, kindly subscribe and press the bell icon so that you will get the latest notification.
Okay, children, here you have three questions. In these three questions, when you observe, you have three terms. In the first and the second, you have three terms, and in the last one, you have only two terms. So, when you have three terms and when all the three are with the plus sign, then you can guess that it will be of the form a plus b whole square. And to apply a plus b whole square, you need to check the first term and the last term whether it is a perfect square. Now when you take 9, 9 is a perfect square. Here you don't have any number, so you can take 1 as the number. So 1 square is also going to be 1. Now moving on to the second question. First term and the last term, but all the three are not with a plus sign. The middle term is with a minus sign. So in such case you can apply a minus b whole square, because in middle term you will have a negative sign. So now we will check the next step whether it is a perfect square. 4. 4, is it a perfect square? Yes, 4 is a perfect square. And here 1. 1 square is 1. Again here also you have a perfect square. Okay, so now here we can apply a plus b whole square identity, which is equal to a square plus 2ab plus b square. So now you have to factorize this. If you want to factorize, now already we have the expansion of this identity. So now you need to identify which is a and which is b and write it in the form of a plus b whole square. So now 9x, what 9x is a perfect square. Now you have to write the square root of it. So square of which number gives you 9? Square of 3 will give you 9. So now here you have x. If you are going to write x square, so you should write only x. So now here you can write this as 3x whole square. Then middle term you just leave as it is. Then we will go to the last one. Here last one you can write y square as it is, because there is no number here, so you can just write it as a y square, that is 1 y square. So 1 can be ignored, so we can just write this as y square. So the middle term should be 2ab. So we will check whether you will get xy. So first we will write 2, and what is a? A is now 3x, and what is b? B is y. So 3 into 2 is 6, 6 into x is xy, right? So now this satisfies this identity, so we can write this as a plus b whole square. So a is 3x, b is y. So 3x plus y whole square. So this will be the factors of this expression. Now the same way we will see for the next question here. Here you have to apply same in the similar way, a square minus 2ab plus b square. So now we will just write this 4y square minus 4y plus 1. So now square root of 4 will be 2. So you can write this as 2y whole square minus, write this 1 as it is. And here 2 into, what is a? A is 2y. What is b? 1. So here it is 2y minus 1 whole square. Why? Because a minus b whole square will be equal to a square minus 2ab plus b square. Okay. Then here next one it is x square minus y square. X square, third one, x square minus y square by 100. Here you have only two terms. When you have two terms, forget about these two identity. Okay, we are going to apply the next identity. So that is expansion of a plus b into a minus b is equal to a square minus b square. So now here you got x square minus y square by 100. So now what you have to do, you have to see the square number is given. So now we have to write the square root of it. So if a square is x square, what will be the value of a? A will be only x. So b square is y square by 100. So what is square root of 100? Square root of 100 is 10. So it will be y by 10. So x plus y by 10 into x minus y by 10. So this will be the factors of this expression, x square minus y square. Okay children.